guys, today we're checking out top 10 British scientists who changed the world. Sean and I are going to check this one out. I've seen this video before, so I'm going to introduce it to Sean to see if he knew that these scientists were from
Britain.
Okay. So we're going to dive right into this one. I'm getting this from Watch Mojo UK. The link will be in the description below. So let's dive in. All right. So I need to know if you know that they were from
Britain.
or if you have ever learned it in
class.
Don't pierce no mind, guys. Here we go. Gen Z and Mama at it.
Modern life wouldn't be the same without these brilliant minds. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we're counting down the top 10 British scientists who changed the world.
Okay.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we've looked at scientists born in Britain whose work has changed human life forever. Number 10, Peter Higgs. You've probably heard of the Higgs boson particle and the Large Hadron Collider that was built to observe it. What you might not know is that the man that the actual particle was named after is actually British. Originally from Newcastle, he is one of the 6 physicists that were responsible for suggesting the particle might exist and kick-starting the entire process to prove their theory. In 2012, they finally announced that they had discovered the particle, and the following year, Higgs was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics. Number 9, Alexander Graham Bell. Born in Edinburgh, Bell is not only the founder of American company AT&T, but also the inventor of the telephone. So you can thank this man for your smartphone, even if he might not recognise it as the descendant of his device. Hired by Gardner Hubbard to experiment with ways to send multiple telegraphs along the same line, Bell was also given funding to explore his true passion, the transmission of the human voice. In 1876, from the comfort of his packed office, he demonstrated his invention by making the first phone call. Number 8, Dorothy Hodgson.
I definitely knew he was British. I read his autobiography actually.
Oh, okay. And the first man too?
First man to use a phone. A telephone.
Okay. All right.
Hodgkin. Known for her work with X-ray crystallography, which is the technique used to determine the structure of crystals, Dorothy Hodgkin worked primarily with biological molecules. She was a pioneering scientist in the field of structural biology, and throughout her life she deciphered the structures of penicillin, vitamin B12, cholesterol, and after 35 years of work, insulin. She was the 3rd woman to receive the Nobel Prize in Chemistry, and to this day is the only British woman to receive the award for one of the sciences. Number 7.
Are you aware of her?
I am not. I never even knew her.
Okay. And you notice how she said vitamin? What she said?
X-ray crystal.
No, she said vitamin.
Vitamin.
Yeah.
Why do they pronounce it?
That's so we're going to check out a video after this about how pronunciation of certain words. All right, let's continue.
Alexander Fleming. We're incredibly lucky that so many scientists have done the work to find cures and ways to keep us healthy. For example, Edward Jenner, who invented the first vaccine. But the one that made our list is Alexander Fleming, who discovered penicillin and paved the way for modern antibiotics. Although he technically discovered it accidentally by having a messy office and leaving out cultures of staphylococci, there's no arguing with the results. In 1945, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine, which he shared with 2 others. Number 6, Francis Crick, James Watson, and Rosalind Franklin. London-born Rosalind Franklin used X-ray crystallography to better understand the molecular structure of DNA. Her pioneering work was then the basis for the work of Watson and Crick. Francis Crick is the British half of this duo, and together with his American partner, they discovered the helical structure of DNA. They were jointly awarded a Nobel Prize for their discovery, which also explained how information is transferred inside your DNA. Sadly, since Rosalind Franklin had died in 1958, she could not share the honour. Nonetheless, their discovery added significantly to our understanding of how living things work.
True.
Number 4.
Where are you where?
Not until the last video.
Or the one that we watched before this. And what about the guy that did the penicillin?
I didn't know about him either.
Okay.
5. Alan Turing. Born in London, Turing's work spread across several areas of study.
Didn't he invent the first computer during World War One?
Who, him?
Yep, Alan Turing.
Okay. You be reading, boy. Did you learn this in class or on your own?
On my own.
Okay.
But he is most famous for his work with computer science. He was hugely influential in the development of the study, so much so that he's today remembered as its father. If you don't know him from his groundbreaking work in computers, you might know him for his contribution to the British effort in the Second World War.
Yep.
He worked at the centre of Britain's codebreaking team and was responsible for helping to break the German ciphers, allowing Allies to ultimately defeat the Nazis.
There you go.
Number 4, Tim Berners-Lee. This is the scientist that you're probably going to want to thank the most, because without him, we wouldn't be bringing you this video. Berners-Lee is the inventor of the World Wide Web. It all started with him wanting to find a way to share information between researchers. He built the software to facilitate this, and years later, spotting an opportunity to pair his creation with the internet, the pretty mind-blowing online system that we all know and love today was born. Few technological developments have had such a clear impact on the modern world. Number 3, Stephen.
So, did you think that? What did you think about that? The World Wide Web. What did you thought it was a British invention, or our scientist was from Britain, or was it American?
I thought it was an American invention.
Okay, and we went past the one when we talk about the phone and AT&T. What did you think about that? Who did you think?
I didn't know about AT&T. I thought that was an American company too.
That was a shocker, don't it?
Definitely.
You know, because you don't hear about this stuff here really.
No.
Because most of it. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Stay on.
You what?
It was just a yawn.
Okay. So most of the times when you hear about this stuff, or you hear or look at an invention or anything, and even scientists, you don't necessarily think about the outside world. To be honest with you, you hear, oh, I thought I was an American invention. Oh, I thought I was an American. You know, this came from the American soil.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then, like I said, this is not really taught in school. You have to go out and do the research for yourself based on what you're saying. Because I'm not going through the American school system. You are. So is that it? Am I right there or no?
You're right.
Okay.
Hawking. With a long list of books to his name, including children's books, and a film made about his life, Hawking has had such an influence on mankind in modern scientific thinking that he has become a household name around the world. His most notable works are his study of black holes and his work in cosmology, which is concerned with the origins of the universe. All of his amazing essays, ideas, and theories were made in spite of his motor neuron disease, which he overcame for decades, completely defying expectations. Hawking will go down in history as one of the greats, or rather, he already has. Number 2.
Did you know that Hawking was a British scientist?
I did.
Okay. Because a lot of people didn't.
Isaac Newton. When you think of Newton, you probably think of the famous apple story. Although it's not strictly true, the apple didn't actually hit him on the head. He did claim it inspired his theory of gravitation. Like many on today's list, Newton also worked across several different fields of science, but he was most famous for his theory of gravity and the laws of motion. He's often considered to be the most influential scientist of all time, and wouldn't you know it, he just so happens to have been born in Woolsthorpe, Lincolnshire, England.
Lincolnshire.
Number 1.
Did you know that Newton was...
I did.
Newton's law.
Newton's law.
The law of what?
The law of
motion.
Laws of motion.
Yep.
An object at rest stays at rest, and an object in motion stays in motion unless influenced otherwise.
I wasn't asking you, but I was like, when you think about it, you always hear Newton law, and you always hear about the apple. That apple that fell on his...
Yeah, I did.
Did you heard that in school too?
Yep.
Charles Darwin. Our number 1 spot is reserved for this incredible scientist because not only was his work hugely influential, but he also changed the way we viewed life itself. His theory of evolution completely rewrote history and demonstrated that all life evolves from common ancestors. Previous theories had tried to explain similar concepts, but Darwin's came with such convincing evidence that it was hard to argue against it. Scientists have gone on to gather even more evidence since then, and the fundamental concepts continue to hold up. Darwin's work ultimately changed the face of biology and our very understanding of nature.
Do you agree with our picks?
There you have it. What do you think?
I do agree with most of these picks. These are very influential people who changed a lot of how we understand like the world and how we communicate and go places, just life in general.
Okay. But were you aware that they were British scientists?
Maybe about half of them.
Half of them? Okay. And the others, where did you think they were from?
Random spots in Europe like Germany, France, Netherlands,
Okay. And
the US.
the US? You're not going to leave the US off of it? You're going to throw them in it? That is funny. You say you have to throw the US in it, even though it's such a young country.
Yes, yeah, I do.
Well, there you have it. Out of the mouth of babe, I guess. You are still my baby. Yeah, there you go. Still my baby. Well, that's it from us, guys. Let us know what you think in the comment section. We'll be chatting it up with you. Let us know what you'd like me to show Sean next, or what you'd like to hear his opinion on, or what you've seen, or if you have learned that in school. You never know, because like I said, when you're here in the American school system, they usually focuses on
The US.
Yep. So some things are a shocker to him, some things
Are
aren't,
not.
based on the fact that he loves to read and he does his own research. So when I hear him say something, I'm like, oh, how did you? I read it. But yeah, so it's not necessarily in their curriculum or within the school system. So with that said, I'm yapping. He's new to this, so he's on the shy side, doesn't talk much, but he'll get the nick of thing in due time. You'll get into the flow of things, huh? All right, it's Xavier.
And John.
His mom is Z and Sean, and we're running and Jude back there. Love you guys to the max, and we'll definitely catch you guys in another video. Don't forget to do what?
Subscribe,
And-
like, post a comment.
Okay, and there you have it. Bye, guys.
Bye.